Welcome. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Hello. Oh, hello. Welcome to Intuitive Astrology. Yes. Yeah, get everybody in here. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody had a fabulous weekend, right? Lots of nutty news and all of that, but that's not what we're going to focus on right now. We're going to focus on our own energies and our own alignments and bringing in our alignments as the beautiful moon has gone into Virgo. So you might be feeling, this energy of organization and feeling like you want to get things organized, want to get, certain things done. And Mars is slowing down. It's at 15 degrees. And it'll be at 15 for quite some time. So we have this energy of going to be going direct and stuff like that. Snow day. It's snow day. What is a snow day? Hey, in New York, 88888. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Oh, Sherry watched Last Christmas and she cried. It was good. It was a good cry, wasn't it? It wasn't a bad cry. It was a good cry. So means I didn't have to go to work. Oh, okay. Lots of news popping up and stuff and a lot of information coming in about things. So, but my main, what I really felt was it was a full-on ugly cry. Sorry, Sherry. Didn't want you to do the full-on ugly cry, but it was good. So if you guys haven't seen Last Christmas, I totally recommend Last Christmas. There's another new Christmas one that's coming out with magic, and it's on Netflix. That's going to be starting on the 13th. So I love Christmas ones, and there's a new one with Goldie Hawn and her husband. So it's a Christmas one coming out on November 25th. So I'm up on my Christmas. I got, you know what? Because that's what I'm focusing. I'm focusing on the positive. I'm focusing on the Christmas and the energies of bringing in that vibration. And that's what I felt this morning was a lot to do with the alignment of the chakras and aligning your chakras. So cards are all sticking to me. And making sure that your chakras are cleansed, making sure that you're keeping yourself grounded is a really important piece with this energies that are coming in. And if you're not feeling grounded, if you're not feeling, this is like you really have to be conscious of it. And with the moon going in Virgo could be a really good help for you because that does bring in some grounding, right? Even though it's mutable. And sometimes I don't always find God bless my Virgos. Sometimes I don't always find Virgos grounded because they're constantly, going, right? MJ, your hair is looking really nice. I'm loving the reddish. Oh, okay. It's the Irish that comes out in it. So, it's thank you. I find that we really, really know we're not grounded at all. Riding the Virgo, you got to be really conscious of the grounding today, of coming into your light, coming into that centeredness. And there is, if you are feeling really out of, and I don't get money from this, but there is a product and it's called Good Morning. It's by Sisu and it's, I think it's Stress Release. I think it's called Stress Release. And it is a product by Sisu. Sisu is a vitamin stress rescue. It's called Stress Rescue. So it's not Stress Release. It's called Stress Rescue. And you can usually get it at most some places are selling sisu. I know I saw someone at Save On Foods and stuff, but they didn't have the stress rescue, right? And bringing in the stress rescue. And taking stress rescue is, it is with L-theanine. L-theanine is an amino acid which is in the brain. It's naturally occurring. But if you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, it really helps you to get out of that tornado and gives you where that clarity. And if you're feeling lightheaded or overwhelmed, it really, and it's a chewable. You only need to take one. I know some people are like, I want to take the whole thing. Blah, blah, blah. And it's not to take the whole thing. This is is for you or for the people around you. I think for both, Candace. I think for Chantal, it's for both. It's for protection for the people that are around her. But because some of people's chakras are totally out of alignment, and that's what I'm feeling, that some chakras have been moved on people. So it's really taking a tune in to find out, is your chakra in the center? Is it really in front of you? Is it really behind you, to the left, to the right? Like taking a conscious look at where your chakras are is an important piece. As we are going into this week, because, as we shift into Mars going forward at 50, it's going forward. It's going to still be at 15 for 3 weeks, and he's still going to be in Aries until January. So, I mean, there's going to be this forward motion, and he's opposing Venus. So it's this energy of like, I want to get going and doing this. And she's like, but how is that for everybody? It's like the mom coming in and saying, but really, how does that affect everybody in the family, right? It doesn't just affect you, but it affects other people in your surroundings, right? So really looking at that harmony and balance that needs to come forth for you, and bringing the harmony and balance for you, because this is a week of balancing. And then we have where Jupiter and Pluto make their big conjunction, their last one that we will experience in our lifetime. So this is like bang, not last time in Capricorn that we'll ever have this ever again. And this is bringing in this energy of boom. And every time they come together, things spike, things happen. There's some craziness that goes on. So grounding is a good thing, keeping us focused. We're going to be in the Virgo energy for the next, it just came in. So we're going to be there for about the next 2.5 days before it goes into our lovely Libra energy. And then it goes into Scorpio, because we also have a new moon coming up this week. Oh my goodness. Like, who's with me? Let's just go on a beach, watch the waves, order a couple drinks, and just let life go by. Yes. Let's just go and take some energy. Now, the other thing that on Wednesday is November the 11th. And I've been sort of going back and forth on this, because living in Canada, November 11th is a holiday. It is Remembrance Day here. And 11/11 is sort of a sacred time here in Canada on November 11th. But I have been really pulled to do a meditation on November the 11th, and really pulled to do a meditation at Wednesday at 11 a.m. So my thing is that my guides keep telling me you got to do this. So I'm going to be doing a meditation on November 11th. I'm going to put it out there. It'll be $25. A meditation to come into, in a ceremony to help us to come into an alignment with ourselves. And as we are entering into another stargate of gateways that are going to be opening up for us. We're entering into the hallway. So we're entering into this hallway of gateways that are opening up for us. And it's very much a stargate that I see. And this stargate that is opening up, it's like as we walk through it. And we will have, and the stargate is leading us up to December 21st. So the stargate is leading us up for us over the next, 5-6 weeks, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So it's leading us up to just about 6 weeks, to December 21st. You're going to have some big emotions come up with people in that class. Yeah, probably. People sign up. And I'll be putting a post up for that. It is something that I feel that is needed, and that we need to anchor the energies. The energies have to get anchored into this earth. And I just took step 5 steps back. And no, I got, you know what? You took step 5. It's funny, Candice, you took 5 steps back, but I just got one of your guides pushing you forward. A big person, a big one, and he's got a spear. He's standing with a spear. So he's coming and he's pushing. He goes, no, we have to anchor this energy. And it's the same feeling I had when I made the medicine wheel in my backyard for the New Zealand, like in 2012 was 2012, December 21st, 2012 was the Mayan calendar. But the one for the New Zealand was October 25th, 2010. October 25th, 2010 was the one for their calendar for New Zealand, which was the preparation, I think, for 2012. That's how I felt for it when I made my medicine wheel. And the medicine wheel, when activated, brought forth a portal for many light workers and energy workers coming into this world and going out into the different directions, like they would come through, and you could sometimes see it. It was really cool. And sometimes my husband would just go and sit in it. It was quite hilarious because he would just sit in the middle of the medicine wheel because it just felt so calming. It was a very calming feeling. And that's really what we want to do, is that we want to bring in this calming energy and bring forth this calming energy of peace for us all. And November 11th, because it is 11/11, I know it's an activation point, and I feel this year, because it's November 11th and coming into, that's 11/11, that's 22. Hang on, 4, 24, 6, 7, 8. That it ends up being an 8 number. So an 8 number of activation. So it's an activation of 8. And 8 is a number of infinity, of bringing the activation of this infinity to come in. My main guide, he's pushy. So this is where this energy is coming in to help us to activate. All right. So we have activations that are going to be happening for us this week that are going to help us and guide us through the next coming weeks. If you are unable to make it with me on November the 11th, that's this Wednesday at 11 a.m., it will be recorded, and you can get the recording, and it will be $25. So they just confirmed that to me. So it's a meditation, November the 11th at 11 a.m. And this is Mountain Standard Time. I'm sorry. I can't do it at any other time because that's my time. And it's $25. So, okay. Whew. So lots of energies, lots of forward motion, and I'm getting a lot of swirls coming in, and I'm getting the polyhedron again. So the polyhedron, the isotropehedron is coming forward, and I can feel that coming in with the activation and coming in with this. It's like almost this isotopehedron is what it's doing. It's really putting out a force field for us all. It's really cool. Really cool. So on that note, let us see who's going to go first with this energies and who we are going to do a reading for. First, let's see who is up. Who's up? Who's up? Who's up? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we have Aquarius. Lovely Aquarius. So this Aquarian energy coming in. And Aquarius is, of course, this is the, wow. It's like, don't underestimate your specialness. This is a week that is really connecting you to what makes you unique, and get ready to rock it out, because this is, and I think from this November 11th energy that's coming in is really getting Aquarius is activated as, and I feel, and I got warriors coming in. So it's been a deep journey, for the past few years. And this may have been, especially 2017. So we got to go back to 2017 when Saturn first entered into your 12th house. And this is, when Saturn and then Jupiter arrives, in your first on December 21st. So this will, we have this final meeting with Jupiter and Pluto this week in your 12th. So this is a huge reborn, transforming energy that's coming in for you. And I get guides all coming in around you. So this is for you too, that if you felt that you've been kept in the dark or blindsided, imprisoned by circumstances or events beyond your control, this is a marking, the turning the light. This is releasing time for you. This is help that's going to be coming in for you. And I think with Mars finally going forward, which is in your third, of ideas, business, writing, speaking, you're going to be able to do things more clearly. But I keep on seeing a lot of guides coming in for you and around you. And with that, we got the prosperity one. So being in your third house. So we have in your second house, we have Neptune in your second house. So he's coming forward this month too. So I think there's going to be some progress when it comes to the finances and looking at money coming in. So there's money coming forward for you, and there's a transformation that's coming in for you this week. With all of this energy of transform, like hitting you, because you are this Aquarius energy, this fortitude that's coming in for you. I mean, I think you've been feeling somewhat off balance and overwhelmed a lot with a lot of the different energies that are coming in. This is where it's bringing in, and I got the Taurus, so makes sense because Uranus is in Taurus. So there's some activations that are coming in for you this week, and you're going to be feeling it between now and Christmas time. So there's a lot of activation. It's like almost like it's like a programming, and different lights are starting to tweak on you. And I'm seeing this in a lot of people, and I'm feeling it's coming in a very intense way for you. But it's also bringing in where you're able to step into more of a mundane world, like the Muggle world, and really putting forth your finances. So finances with love, putting that towards it. And I am using my new, where did I put the box? Where did I put the box? I need a chair with wheels. I'm using this tarot deck today. Woo-hoo-hoo. So pretty. And it comes in where it's the Four of Pentacles. So it's control. Four of Pentacles comes in. So when we got the Four of Pentacles coming in, it does have to do with finances, of the control that's, been fearful, what's coming in, what's going out, how can I keep this all balanced? And with the energies, and especially with the Taurus energy coming in for you, when it comes to finances, things are going to ease up for you. There is activation on you, so you might be feeling a little flustered or overwhelmed, but that's okay. Just making sure that you know that you are going in a forward motion. Things are coming together for you, and you're going to be coming into a better financial situation in the next coming weeks. So you're going to be feeling more secure. And I think that's going to be very important, especially financially. So there you go. Question for a few people. My husband was telling me, I guess the schools might get closed down. So crazy. So I guess some schools are getting closed down in and around. So sending out prayers to all the teachers and the students and stuff that are there as we are coming into the Libra energy. And I think Libras. Oh, my lovely Libras. Libras. I think there's a lot. I feel frustration, activation, frustration with my Libras, and their annoyance. There's an annoyance that's coming in with the Libras. So a frustration of annoyance. We don't want to frustrate. So, but I think it's that heat of the Mars going direct. And it's just, you're just feeling all of this before. It's like when something great is going to happen, there's all of this. It's like a buildup before it bursts. And this bursting is going to come in to bring something, again, this is where, you might have been feeling the ropes tied, and it's all about, again, I mean, here we come. I think the air signs are all about money this week, it feels like, and a lot of things to do with money. So, home, family, homeland, roots, all of that are coming in. Security, feeling secure, and feeling secure in your home. So this is looking into how you are feeling secure. And the 12th is bringing you a final meeting with that Jupiter and Pluto in your 4th house. This is going to be a key to a new lifestyle. And because this is where they're both forward. So they're both forward. This is stupidity. They're both forward. And the point that they're meeting at is a point of activation that I believe Saturn met Pluto. So this is sort of like a pivotal point. And when Saturn met Pluto there, it was, it was January 12th, and it was the start of COVID. And so this is sort of a pivotal point of like, we're meeting, it's like this big blowout that I feel that's going to happen, in the 4th house for the Libra. So this blowout that's going to be happening of your home, of your family, of let's say, it's like getting this, whatever's been tying up your home, or whatever's been feeling frustrated or flustered with your home, this is coming in, and it's just clearing it all out. But it might feel a little bit overwhelming, and its intentions. So be clear and decisive on what your intentions are. Right? So, for instance, you just don't go out and say, oh, I want to change. No, let's be clear on what kind of change you want and what kind of flow you want for your abundance coming in. And that's quite important, because the eagle comes in. Whoa. So it's flying towards your destiny. So you want to be clear on where you're going to be flying, because there is this energy that's coming in for change, and Uranus is coming in. So it's activating things suddenly. So, when I say the blowout, it is like, it's like, it's going to blow, but it's like, it just happens, and you're just like, whoa, and bringing in what you need. And with that comes grace. So in that comes the 3 of Cups, which are the party girls. So with all of this happening, brings you a celebration. So there is a celebration with it. We do have that new moon that's in Scorpio at the end of the month, or at the end of this week. So you're going to feel that, like, yes, it's like, okay, I've been trying to figure this all out. I've been trying to get this all out. Boom, it goes into Scorpio, and you're like, yes, I can see the way. I'm getting the clarity that I need. Things are going to be starting to move in a way that I need it to move in order for me to activate my energies, activate my creativity, so I'm more open to the abundance into my life. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's just the climax of getting there, and sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and that's where you can get very sort of grumpy. We don't like grumpy. I mean, I think Libras are already grumpy. No offense to Libras, but I think sometimes you guys you hold the Grumpy Gnome Award. So the Grumpy Gnome Award goes to Libras. There we go. So as we go into Capricorn, I love that. Oh, that's what I'm going to say to my son. You get the Grumpy Gnome Award. Why do I get the Grumpy Gnome Award? Can Olivia get the Grumpy Gnome Award? Oh, Capricorns. Yeah, you've been going through a lot in your first house. This is like your goals, your dreams, and ignore this is like our part of who you are. And if you ignore them, and it's like saying you don't matter, which we all know you do, because you're going to make sure we know you do. You want what you want for a reason, and to be all you were meant to be. And I think this week, with this activation, this next conjunction that's happening, I mean, it's like one after the other after the other. It's like bombarded. And when it's happening in your own sign, when your planet is in your sign, there's more of an intensity than when it's not. So when Saturn is in Capricorn, and it's intense, and it's there, and it's getting things done, it brings in a lot of entanglement, and a lot more that you have to really focus on and get done. You can either shut down, or you can come up to the bat and get your shit done. And I think this is where you have to pledge your allegiance to your future and get up and get off your ass. And this is not sitting on the fence. This is really coming in. This is about personal changes and the ability to push forward with this. Opportunities which are propelling you with emotional, out of emotional confinement or confining situations that you've been in, and what you have put out with, and you put up with for so long. And this is, so many changes, and you're not, I know you're not a sign who likes to change. You don't like detours. This whole year has been the Tower year for you of transformation and change. And with Mars going direct, this is really bringing in some movement for you and really allowing for you to move forward, right? And get stagnant. What? Oh, you talk about Libras getting stagnant. I'm still giving them the grumpy gnome. This is for you. This is about balance. Finding an equilibrium right now with everything, because between now and, of course, by the end of this year, and we get into the Capricorn season, this is really activating and getting things, because it all started in Capricorn season, all of this, because January 12th was Capricorn season. So a lot of this energy, and coming into the end of lunar eclipses and solar eclipses that were in Capricorn, are coming to a closure right now. So I feel there's some closure that's coming in. You're really going to be feeling it over the next several weeks. So you really have to be conscious of the balancing act that you're going to be doing and your inner wisdom. So the owl comes in, and the owl is bringing you a spiritual directive of saying, listen, come in, make sure you do your power pause, make sure you come into your grace and into into that movement, because we're looking at the long term. We're looking at where do you want to be going for long term, so that next year you're coming into more of a flow, because it is air season. And in comes Gemini. Gemini North Node is there. So this is all about communication. This is about questioning. This is not coming into the South Node and getting lost in the delusions and the illusions of the world right now. This is coming up into that Gemini energy and saying, I need answers. Let's look for the answers. Let's start investigating, so you can come into that balance and bring that transformation in. And when you do that, oh gosh, you got so many winged ones, wings that are coming in. The Tempress is coming in, and I love this Tempress one. I mean, you see the beauty of the horse and the birds that are all around, the messengers. So there's a lot of messages that are coming in for you this week, Capricorn, and you got to listen. You got to listen to that spiritual wisdom, because that's going to bring you the balance and help you to get the information that you need to go forward. If you're too afraid and you're hiding away and you're in your fucking ego, it ain't going to work, man. It ain't going to work, Capricorn. You got to get out of the fucking ego, because transformation's coming in. The balance is coming in for you to go into your higher self, onto that road, onto that listening. But, you can get caught up, because Capricorns can be like egotistical assholes sometimes, thinking that you know it all, and and you're very practical. You guys are the last ones to come in for a reading, because you think you have all the answers until the shit hits the fan, and then you're like, I don't know what to do. And I find that a lot of Capricorns that really get the guidance that they need are the Capricorns with like about having stallions in there, and some of them that are very near the end of the Capricorn energy and going into the Aquarius energies, almost like they're Aquarius wannabes. So this energy that's coming forward for you is getting you to really look at your balance, look at what it is that you need to be doing, and so that you can move forward in a more graceful and easier way without becoming egotistical assholes. Here we come to the Taurus. You're going to, you know what, right now, I think where Uranus has been there, and of course he's always a player in the game, right? But he hasn't been taking front stage. So Tauruses haven't been really taking a lot of front stage action lately, which is fine. They've been doing a lot of shaking up behind the scenes when it comes to creating things, when it comes to looking at things. But this is a new era that we're going to be coming into. And this is where the messages you've taken on board are that love is hard to find, love is hard, or simply hard to work. Things to do with embracing forward moves. And I think that has to do with your ruler Venus is in Libra. I mean, and that's the other one that, like, when it comes to the energies, where Libra is the higher form of Venus, and Taurus, and when Venus is in Taurus, it's the lower form, because it's all about our mundane world, how we get things, how we accumulate things. And with her being in the higher form, you're feeling it, because this is coming in, about how you feel and the philosophy when it comes to love. And, this isn't the 50 Shades scenario here, but rather a deep-rooted idea that love has to be hard work, challenging, or difficult, and that you have to put with things a sacrifice, or sacrifice even your dreams in order for you to have it. And love is supposed to be both ground and free us. But this is where I feel like you need a new direction, a new beginning in love as a promised. So this is breaking things down, breaking down old traditions, old thoughts, old ways of being. And with the Jupiter-Pluto, in your ruling ninth, this is going to bring in some transformation that have been far too long. This is really going to really push things forward in with your 9th house, which is spirituality, opening up, realization, self-empowered realization. And this is where even with Mars finally moving forward, this is bringing in this courage, because there's been a lack of courage with you, and a new direction with that super moon in your partnership zone on the 15th. So with the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, with Mars going forward, this is really bringing in some newness, but this also could bring in, a releasement of a lot of old hurt wounds. A lot of old hurt wounds are coming in, so that you are being, I got like, it hurts so good, where it's coming and it's releasing, but it has to release. If it doesn't release, then it's, you're going to be stuck. And this is where you have support. There is support around you, that beautiful support energy. So asking for the support, maybe even going for a chakra cleansing or healing would be absolutely fabulous. And this is a week of with all of this, is a soul searching, definitely week, bringing inner peace as all of this releasement is happening for you. And with that comes the sun. Right? This beautiful sun. The sun likes to be in Taurus because it's like, oh, I'm ignited and I'm loving it because it's Venus's house and I feel so good. So bringing in that igniting energy for you so that you can feel uplifted, right? Feeling that upliftedness. And with it comes in some soul searching. So some deep soul searching week for you. With everything. And I think with all of this energy that's been happening for you, and with the transformation and changes that have been going on, it's important for you to be doing it this week, because as we go into the end of December and into January, there's going to be some heavy duty activations when it comes to the square to Saturn and Jupiter. So you're going to be really going into like some heavy hitting energies coming forward, because you're going to be coming into, I guess, well, they said wars, coming into wars with Saturn. I mean, getting things, because Saturn still wants to hold the old way, and you're wanting to activate things new, because you don't like things that are stagnant. You want to keep things that are new. So Taurus, this is bringing in some newness, and even you don't like to activate things that are new. I mean, earth signs they're pretty stuck. It takes them a hell of a long time to get shit done, to get moving. And especially with a bull, it's hard to get you guys moving. You don't like sudden changes. This is bringing it in, and it's activating. It's going, boom, you got to get going. Boom, you got to get going. Boom, you got to get going. You can't be sitting there and mulling it over anymore, especially with a lot of this energies that are going forward and bringing that forward energy for you. There you go. As we go towards lovely Aries. Yes, we have Aries energy coming in the house. How beautiful is that? Yes, Aries. Well, you might be feeling a little bit of a release because Mars is going forward. So you are going to be feeling some forward movement and have an action plan when it comes to this ambition and desire. So today and tomorrow, I would really start looking at what is your action plan? What do you want? Because Jupiter and Pluto is your green light too. So it's going to be plugging into what is your empowerment. What do you want to be empowered about? What do you want to start doing? It's taking action on your desires. And with that comes abundance. So abundance comes in. So this is success on confidence and strategy. Now is the moment. Now is the energy that's coming in. It's bringing you bounty, and the supplies is unlimited. But it comes into, it's like, how do you want to implement this? These are plans, ambitions. This is desire. That's what will be awakened this week. So it's awakening this to put this into action on how you want to go forward in a fearless plan of action, and get ready for it. And don't hesitate. So it's going to take, as Mars, as I said, is going to be at 15 degrees for about 3 weeks before it really starts getting into a forward motion. And this is really starting to activate and say, okay, what are the plans that I want to start making? So you have been waiting for months for this to happen. And with Jupiter making exact alignment in this status sector, this is going to be the final time in your lifetime that this happens. So let's see what you want to activate in order to go forward. So this is where if you are seeking financial success, what are the action plans you are putting forward to bring in the financial success? That means what kind of work do you want to do in order to bring the financial success? What are the things that you want to start to plan? And if you're not planning anything, if you're thinking that, oh, I'm just waiting for someone to come save me, it ain't going to work. This is putting action plans. What are your savings like? This is putting together a beautiful plan that over time this is going to accumulate. You want love. What are you doing for yourself to bring in self-love, self-respect? How are you changing things up? Because you're coming through, you're weathering the challenges. The challenges are you're coming through, but and they keep on saying, you got to put a plan together. You can't just go half-assed. You can't just go by and saying, oh, well, this is what I want, and you don't do fuck all, right? Because the doors to progress are open wide, but you got to go through with it and trust in spirit that things are going to come in, because it's a spiritual alignment that's coming forth too. So this is, pull back into your power. This is strategy. This is energy. This is new beginnings. This is self-employment if you feel to do that. If you're wanting, let's say you want to sell Avon. Okay? Let's say you want to sell Avon. I'm just pulling that out of my hat. And maybe because my sister asked me. But maybe you want to sell it. I mean, Avon isn't the way Avon used to be years ago. And everything's online and it's easy. You don't have to have little Avon parties anymore or anything like that. And Avon always has some really cool things, so maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to have okay, you know what? I want to do something that's going to bring me a second income, but I don't have to spend a lot of money or any money to do it. So this is what I want to do. So opening that doorway and saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to find out what it means for me to be an Avon representative, right? And a distributor. What do I have to do that? And going into it. It's like with Zingler, I'm a distributor, but I don't do anything with it, really, except for buying the stuff that I want for my own self. But then that could be it too. So that's, a way of saving money. And so this is looking at it and saying, oh, okay, this is really cool. This is what I want to do. And putting it out there. What are the plans? What are you going to put forward with it? Because you got to have an action plan. If you don't have an action plan, because you have 3 weeks to put this together of really sitting there, if you want to bring love and you've been sitting there and saying for the last 2 years that, oh, fuck, I don't want love because the last person really hurt me. Well, I'm sorry, then you're not going to ever get love and you're going to sit there, right? But if you're wanting to have love in your life, if you're wanting to have that, what are you going to do to transform yourself to bring that love in, to bring that transformation in? What are you going to do? And that's where this energy is coming in for you, Aries. So it's waking the fuck up. I'm getting everybody to wake up. This is a wake up week. We've been asleep. And it's like, okay, maybe you got a fabulous job, but it's great. You got a great job. You're working. That's awesome. What are you doing to create another side income? Because you know what? One day you may not want to work at that job. The way energies are going, how do you know that job is going to be around next year or 2 years or 3 years from now? Because there's so many changes that are going to be happening. So this is starting to look at, okay, what else can I be doing? Or if I'm not working and I'm reliant on something else, what am I going to do to make that change? Am I able to make it change? So these are things to start to look at. And here comes the King of Cups. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hippie King comes on in and he's saying, hey, baby, come on in. Taking all these little Aries into his little, into his hat. He's like, come on, we're going to sit here. We're going to do some meditation. Just breathe. Come on. We're going to listen to what comes out. Just speak it out loud, what it is that you want to do. Just speak it out loud, what it is that you want to do. Because speaking it out loud helps it to become real. So the Hippie King's coming in saying, come on in. Let's bring this in. It's going to be a little bit of emotional. It's going to be scary. But you know what? We have the energy, because the energy's there on the horizon to make it happen. We're going to make those transformations go forward because we are wanting to hit new heights with this all. There you go. That's pretty awesome. Awesome. As we continue along our journey through the wheel, through the astrological wheel, what is else happening, little Pisceans? Oh, the Pisces are coming in. Okay. Pisces, get your lists ready. Let's get your lists ready, Pisces. Time to get, because you guys need, you know you need a list. If you don't have a list, you're fucked. So this is where it's okay. Your wishes, your dreams, your goals. Share your vision on what you want to achieve. Don't be afraid to talk about your dreams. Let's get it out there. Let's get going. Get your list going. Let's go. We got a list that's happening for you. You got to get it out there. You got to start talking about it. You got to start putting that out there. Who do you know holds the keys to those goals? Who do you know that you can contact to make things happen? Nobody gets it alone. So set desires out there in motion. This is like ready to make your wish happen, Pisces. Let's go. This is happening for you. This is forward motion. You're like, fuck yeah, because Neptune's going to be going forward too this month. So this is bringing in and saying that, yeah, I am ready to get things going. I am encouraging you to make 3 wishes, my little Pisceans. Make 3 wishes. I'm so happy and grateful now that, boom, 1. I'm so happy and grateful about now that, boom, 2. I'm so happy and grateful now that, boom, 3. I'm sending this out into the universe for granting me my wishes. And I'm opening my arms for direction. Jupiter is your ancient ruler, and so is extra specially opening to leading you to helping hand. So, your new ruler is Neptune. Your old ruler is Jupiter. Does having that wish change or transform you on a real or deep level? If so, there's opportunity there. This is expansion. This is coming in with Pluto. Is bringing you for the transmutation and the alchemy that needs to happen in order for this to go forward. And in it, there's growth. Growth is coming in for you. And with that growth comes in the key to bring in and open the doors so that you can go into the directions of the newness that you want. Mars is coming in direct. This is, wow, forward action. Let's get going. This is getting things, together. Planets meet you halfway with that item on the wish list. They want to help you, but you got to put your shit together too to get it happening. Supermoon in Scorpio saying, hey, baby, I got your back, my sister sign. Come on, we're going to make this flow and we're going to put this into the expansion. Extra powerful for you. Nobody achieving anything alone. So this is bringing in nobody achieving. Remember, asking for help, getting things together. Who do you know? Second house. It's going to bring in the money. Show me the money. Good times, Pisces. The power to make it real is now. So you have the network. Connect with the people that you need to connect with. And just start talking about it. Because you never know. You never know who's listening. You never know who's in that energy field, who hears what you are saying and says, hey, I know somebody who can do that. Let me give him a call. You never know. My son's ex-girlfriend one time, she was over, and another good friend was here, and she was talking about, and I mentioned to her that she's going in to be an EMT, and so she says, "Oh, well, her boyfriend does that. Do you want to drive along?" She goes, "I would love to have a drive along." She goes, "Okay, I can arrange that." Got on the phone, boom, bang, got to drive along. She got it to go into the ambulance. She got to drive around for, a few nights, which is awesome because that's experience for her, right? And that they loved her so much, they put her on the list of some of the new candidates to come in to work at that fire hall. How fucking awesome is that? But you don't know until you put it out there. Never know who's listening. Never know. And wanting to give you that helping hand. So put it out there. Put it out there. 5 of Pentacles. You're the only one who puts restrictions on yourself. You're the only one who puts restriction on yourself. You're the only one. There's newness around you. There's greatness around you, but you're the one who puts the restrictions on yourself, Pisces. You put the restrictions on and saying, "Oh, I'm too afraid to let anybody know. I can't do that," or blah, 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 whatever the excuse is, whatever. This is where it's like, hey, seek out mentors and guides. Talk to people. It's growth. New beginnings, direction. Yeah. Finances, opening up. Yes. So it's like, here's the door. What do you got to do? Oh, I got to make some wishes. Okay, let's make some wishes. Write them out on your Facebook page. Put it out there in positivity and put it out there with love and joy and bliss and let it go and start seeing what things can come together for you, right? Maybe you'll talk to the guy at 7-Eleven and he knows he has a brother-in-law in India or something. I'm sorry about it. I'm sort of generalizing there. But has somebody he knows and he says, "Hey, I have a connection for you. This is what you want to do. Hey, yeah, this is what we can do for you." You don't know. Crazy shit happens, man. And Pisces, come into that ether of you and allowing for that expansion because you are boundless. You have no borders. That's why you need a list. So it's a good week. It's a good week, people. But there's work to go with this good week. It's not just a week of handing things and saying, "Here you go. Here's the key to the castle." Sure, I can give you the keys to the castle, right? So here's the keys to the castle. But having those keys to the castle means that, hey, maybe I'm going in there and it hasn't been dusted in like 100 years. And there's shit that has to be happening. Here's the keys to the castle. But I need new plumbing, electrical. What do I need? So I need to start asking. So this is a week of saying, hey, yeah, I can give you the keys and open up the doorways, but there's shit to be done. There's shit to be done. So let's open up and let's start get going on this. I love weeks like this. I love weeks like this. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy week, and I'm warning you guys, it's not going to be an easy week. But it's going to be a week that's going to bring in some new beginnings. Even for you, my little Cancerians, new beginnings around love, the past, present, potential partners. It could all rest on you taking a chance on love. Now, oh my God, Cancers. You know, and you hang on to things and you'll bitch about things, but you still hang on to it. Conceive a new kind of togetherness this week. There's something there for you, but you're hanging on, you're fearful or what have you. Can you conceive a bigger kind of love? Double acts as a duo description. This is where, what are you seeking to achieve? Chances are you have an idea about that. And what's more, experiencing a surge of confidence, and it's coming in, and with Mars coming in and the confidence coming in, this is bringing you into things to do with your reputation and your status. This is no more planning. This is doing it. This is movement for you. And this is bringing in, especially with that Jupiter Pluto in the 7th, plus a new super moon in your 5th. Oh my God, this is activation there for you. This is the final time Jupiter and Pluto will be in your marriage and partnership, which is in your 7th house. This is bringing in this combined new moon romance energy that's going to come in. It can reignite the one that you have, or you can be going and say, no, I'm done and I'm going to something new. This moon of conception. So if that isn't what you want, please take extra precautions. So for my little Cancerians out there who are still having a moon cycle, be very, very careful. This is a moon that little ones come in, and those little twinkles in your eye appear 9 months later. So this is bringing in some activation here, and this is bringing in some really crazy energy. And it's also a great week to launch something, to step together, steps towards getting something more, some more love, something that you deserve, bringing that confidence in. And oh, what do we have? What do we have? We have gentleness, bringing in the gentleness. Ah, yes. That gentleness, bringing in that love, that peace, that, this is your first house, the super moon in your 5th. Man, I'll know that one. I know I don't have to worry about the conception part because, the barn doors are closed and I'm way past that. We all know. But this is an activation in my house because my 5th house is Scorpio. My 1st house is Cancer. So this is going to be like wacky dacky time. Mama's going to be crazy this week. So this is also knowing that you are totally protected in whatever you want to do. Bringing in that of what you love, activating that of what you love, and allowing that to come forward. And with that comes granting wishes is the 11th house. So it's a good time for you. It's a beautiful time for you. And it's really bringing in that beautiful time for you to really allow for happiness. Cancers, if you haven't been happy lately, if you've been crabby, if you've been moody and you're just saying, well, I've been with him for 20 years, what the fuck, I'm going to stay with him for another 20. Okay, well, what are you going to do to activate that to make it something new and different, right? I've been married for 32 years. Do you hit your husband on the ass? I do. Do you go up and you bug him and tease him and tickle him and do things like that? Yeah. Date night. Yeah. But if you don't want it, if you're tired of it, or if there's something there that you need to go, because I know some of the Cancers out there that you're hanging on to fucking relationships that you need to get the hell out of. There is the doorway. Go through the doorway. Go down the alley. Be kind to yourself. Let's get going. And with that, King of Wands come in. Here comes passion. Here comes excitement. The King of Wands, the fiery king. He's an activator. He really wants to get things going, and he's passionate. He loves what he loves. He knows what he knows. And if he feels strongly about something, he is going after it. God help us stop a fire sign when its passion is burning and it's like, yeah, because it can see the wrong in things and it'll go forward and it will burn out the wrong in order for it to ignite in the newness in the heart and the desires of what you want. Yeah. If there's no chance of shifting the relationship, let it go. Both can find happiness. Exactly. And I know, and I'm feeling this one beautiful Cancerian energy that, hey, sister, I hope to God you are listening to this. And I'm sending you love because I know this is something that you need, of this transformation and changes and bringing into that passion and allowing you to go to that passion of the trueness, of the oneness, of that, of who you solely desire. Go for it, baby. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it, baby. Yeah. Just saying. Whoop. As we move along the astrological wheel. Who do we have? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, come on. Oh, we got a few signs left. I won't look at them, but I'll just mix them up a little bit. There we go. Sagittarius, come on. Solutions to long-term restrictions are coming in. Jupiter, boom, 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 boom. Long-term situations could change, bringing you release. So you've been waiting for things to go, waiting for things. There's solutions and opportunities, financial ones especially for you. So financial opportunities are coming in. Sagittarius, I think you're pretty good when it comes to finances. You're very creative and you're able to make things happen. You got that focus. Jupiter is there with you. And meeting with Pluto, in your second, this is coming in. But it's connecting with the nature is what you really need. Finances are coming in. COVID itself called for massive adjustments and lockdowns, right? And clipping your wings in more ways than one. The final meeting of Jupiter and Pluto in your lifetime in this house may offer a release from some of these restrictions. And especially with better times ahead in 2021. Mars going direct in your fifth is bringing some sexy back, some lack, some luster, some confidence in that. So bring in some beautiful lippy and some accents and some accessories for you. And this is signaling you and getting you ready to attract what it is that you need to attract and bring in the celebration. Having that celebration, bringing in that energy, and the moon hooks into that Jupiter-Pluto alignment, which is still in an orb in your second. So, I mean, because both of them, I mean, Jupiter is, going to be passing over and going towards Saturn. So, but this is, I mean, it's not going to just like boom next, happen right away, because they're a little bit slower moving planets. But this is really where you need to look at opportunities that you need to step into for your freedom and bring that in and look at the opportunities for yourself. And with those opportunities that you look at and that you want to bring forth for you, you really need to connect in nature. And even if it's for like a 5 minutes to get outside, depending on what your weather is, wherever you are, but just getting some briskness if it's, cold and stuff, allowing for you to just feel it. And with that comes the 8th house, relationships. So transformation, this is also about joint finances, boundaries, bringing that all in. And the 8th house is Scorpio, and the Scorpio, we have that in super new moon. So it's bringing that energy in for transformation and change and healing for you, and allowing for that healing and transformation in all areas of your life to come in, because we got the 3 of Swords coming in. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. That's so cool. I think that's cool. The 3 of Swords, I mean, it's not an easy card. The 3 of Swords is coming in and saying that there's some wounds, there's some things that need to be healed. That's why you need to go into the nature, because there could be some things to do when it comes to your finances and what's happening in your second house. That's Taurus, Uranus, all of that energy, that's the ruler of, that's what's happening with Taurus right now. But in your case, Capricorn's in there. So looking at what Capricorn's up to and what you have gone through since 2017, and you're coming to closures with that energy from 2017. And as you're coming into the closures, when one door closes, another door opens. But as the door closes, make sure you bless it. Make sure you bless it so you can move forward. If you're not blessing it and you're just closing it and stomping off, that's not going to help you any. So you really need to really look at how you're closing it and going forward, because there are some wounds there that really need to be healed since 2017. And this is healing those wounds that are coming forward for you. Who is next on the wheel? Who is next? Yes. As we come into the energies of lovely, lovely Gemini. No, almost. we have lovely little Geminis coming in. And Geminis, I mean, there's been some activation going on for you. And this could be this change that's going on right now. This is could just hand you what you want for your goals and dreams and sustaining. It's all rests on having a plan. And Geminis, you really need a plan of what it is that you want to do. A plan is very important right now for you, and bringing that plan. So changes needs a plan and purpose. Take that time in this new direction to get that ready for that transformation. That Jupiter and Pluto, your Capricorn is in your 8th house, and this is a releasing of long-term restrictions, and literally feel them drop. And this is where, if you've had challenges over this year with COVID, or since 2017, this is time to looking into what it is when it comes to your money, business, and career. And Jupiter's also offers an expansion of opportunity, and Pluto's wanting to give you a rebirth. 8th house for you, that's Scorpio, even though it's Capricorn, but that's Scorpio ruled house. Pluto is that ruler of that house. So let's grab hold of this transformation and rebirthing that's coming in. And with Mars direct in the 11th on the 14th, also puts, things to do when it comes to contracts and agendas and your social life, and anything that lacks luster, not time to revive it, and bringing in the friends that you need. Friendship is going to be a big one for you. Making sure that who you have around you is truly a friend. Making sure that you feeling that you're seeking out your soul family and surrounding yourself with your soul family. And with the super moon coming in, and it's in your 6th house, this is really looking into your dreams and your goals of where you want and the aspirations. Have you been working on them, or have you just sort of put those dreams and goals aside? And this is bringing in that activation for those dreams and goals. And this is really essential that you start doing it, because I got an old table that just came in. It's like an old writing table. And have you just sort of put your dreams and goals and shoved them just aside, and haven't even taken them out to really take a look at them and bring them forward? Yeah, marriage. So attracting emotional fulfillment. So have you tabled something in your life so that you're not getting the fulfillment that you want because you're just sort of settling with what is? Or are you fully feeling that connection and knowing that this is where you want to go, and letting go of past? The thing is that if you're in a situation and it's moving forward, but you keep hanging on to the past, which Gemini sometimes do, and keep bringing it up and saying, but the other person is saying, I'm trying, I'm changing, I'm doing these things, but you keep pushing them back into the cupboard, into the oldness, into the old ways of what they did. Or it could be somebody who, let's say somebody was an alcoholic, and they're going to the AA meetings, they're making the changes that they need to make, but you're still bringing up, oh, remember that time you did blah, blah, blah. Maybe you're the one who needs the counseling now in order to let that go. They're working on it to go through the steps that they need. Maybe you need to go through some steps of changes that you need for your own self in order for things to go stronger. Maybe there's old ties there that you're hanging on to that need to be let go so that you can step into some newness and really create that beautiful energy that you want around you, because Jupiter is wanting to come in to give you that expansion, give you that confidence and that self-belief and luck. That's what Jupiter wants to do. But as you know, with any planet, you got to meet it halfway. They're not going to come in and do everything for you. They're gonna say, hey, here we go, here's the door, let's go. Here you need some work on some counseling. Let's get this done. But if you're not doing it, if you're holding back on what it is that you need to do, and still bringing it up and still saying the same thing over and over and still living the same way, you ain't going to fucking change. And this is a week of opportunities to make those changes. Oh, in comes the High Priestess. See that owl? Look at the moon and the energies that are around her. And as she holds that beautiful energy and that silver, I just want her outfit, actually. I think I would just wear it just to have it. I want to wear that skirt just to go ruffle around and just wear it and do a twirly. I don't care what else. I just want to wear that skirt. And bringing in that energy, because that silverness is that flowing, is that beauty, is that cascading of energies that are wanting to come in and entering into that silver energy of the moon, bringing in that elixir of transformation that you need to fully say, you know what? I'm fully committed in what I'm doing in all areas of my life, and I'm going to start making my goals. I'm opening up my writing desk. I'm taking out what I put away, and I'm going to look at this and say, yeah, this is what I really want to start doing again. And you might have tabled it for a while, and now you're saying, you know what? I think I'm ready to start going back to it in some way. And I'm really willing to make a commitment with this relationship or with whatever is going on, and have my soul family, have what it is that I truly want to commit to, truly want to do, because I'm ready for it. I don't want to go back to the past. I want to go into the future and really create something that is abundant and loving. And I know it can, because I'm working on it and others around me are working on it, and it's great. And if it's just you alone, that you're not with somebody and it's there, but you're still hanging on to a past love that needs to go, then it's time to move on. It's time for you to look at it. It's time for you to look at your emotional fulfillment of what really emotionally fulfills you. With that North Node in Gemini, it's bringing you to some newness, some new ideas, new wonder. The South Node wants to hold you into old patterns. Do you want to stay in the old patterns? It's totally up to you what the fuck you want to do. If you want to stay there, you can stay there, or you can change it. But this week is opening the doorways and saying, what do you want to change? How do you want to change it? And making it happen. It's totally up to you, because you know what? Can't make a Gemini do what a Gemini don't want to do, because Geminis just get they just keep coming back with the same thing, and until they get you to do whatever it is that they want you to do. They're chirpers. Geminis are chirpers, so they will chirp to hide their feelings. So you don't really know how they're feeling, because they're good chirpers. Just saying. As we come into Scorpio, because there ain't nobody like a Scorpio party. Woohoo! Come on, Scorpios. As we move from the Geminis and into the Scorpios. Yeah, with a super new moon. Whoa. You got to bring solution. There's opportunities, and be fearless. Roar, when it comes to starting something new in your life. I think there's, you know what? Just speaking from Scorpio experience, I know can be some fears and stuff like that, but it's not looking back. It's going forward. Supersizing the new beginning. Supersize it. Bring it up one. Your ideas, what you say, hear, write, put on there. Work, study, your commute. If you're doing that, this is the internet. This is significant. This is energies that are coming in. And there's my husband, and he brought me cookies. Not that I need cookies. I don't know why he bought me cookies. He bought me the cookies that he likes to eat. Love it. So this is bringing in opportunities. This is a game changer. Bringing in the game changer. And with that Jupiter-Pluto alignment in the third house, whew, this is really coming in. This is activation. This is having it, as I've said, final time, lifetime. This is it. This is significant. This is bringing in. This is your ruler, Pluto. Your other ruler, Mars, going forward. Huge alignments. Huge alignments. This is like asking if you are fearless when it comes to saying what it is that you need to say, stepping in, activating this energy, going forward. This is where you know what, Scorpios, if you got a broom, you could fly. You could fly, you could fly, you could fly. This is activation. This is like igniting. And you know what? It's already Scorpio season, but now we're igniting the Scorpios even more. Whoo! It's going to be some crazy energy. Use your imagination. Bring it out. Envision your new reality. What do you want? What is that 3-year goal that you want, my little Scorpios? What is that you want to see in 3 years? Because when Saturn goes into Aquarius, it's activating. There's like a 2.5, 3 years. So that's what you're going to be going in. You're going into that beautiful air energy and you're saying, fuck Capricorn, I'm out of here. Shut the door. Here I go. And this moon is just activating that. And with your 2 planets this week, activating, going forward, doing things for transformation and change, Scorpios, you got it. You got your swag on. You got that coolness on. You got what it takes. This is bringing in the star. Look at, hard times are over. Hallelujah. We fucking need that, don't we? It's like everything we're doing, we're trudging, we're getting things done. Scorpios have gone through a lot of shit in the last few years. We've had the tower after the tower after the tower. This year's been like, okay, last year's like, okay, we got movement. And then we got, 2020 came. It's like, okay, we it's a death card now. We could do the death card. We could do this. And now we're coming out. We're like, what? Bringing in the star. Bringing in the star. Bringing in the energy of what you need. This is superior. This is confidence. This is your faith coming in as we move forward, and we coming into especially that lunar eclipse at the end of the month. There's magic to be had. Scorpios, there's magic to be had. We like lunar eclipses because it takes us into that dark parts, and we don't mind. We just like, ooh, let's bring it in. Let us conjure up what it is that we need to conjure and create. Yes, a little bit of hocus pocus coming in, and out we bedazzle. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, Ace of Pentacles? Like, wow, look at this. This is like really igniting. This is starting things out. This is balance. This is like really looking at, this is starting what you want in your mundane world, really bringing things forward and saying, this is my forward push. This is what I'm activating. This is where I'm going for. I am doing this. I'm allowing my imagination to be activated, knowing that the stars are there, that I'm coming in with my confidence and my enthusiasm, because there ain't no party like a Scorpio party. Ain't no party like Scorpio party. Scorpios know how to party. They know how to bring it in. You think Sagittarius know how to party? Bring that Scorpio energy in. It can get fucked up. So Scorpios, good week. This is good week. Good activation week. Let's activate it. Let's get things going. Put out a 3-year goal. 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. So a 3-year goal. What do you want to see? And then you can start doing the steps it takes to get to that 3-year goal. All right. Pretty cool. Who do we have next? Yeah. Well, we only have 2 signs left, so it's either one or the other, right? So we're going to have Leo. Then we will have Virgo. Yes, the Leo comes roaring out. That's what I got. I got the Leo. It's like Narnia when he comes out and he's alive. Like he, she used him as a sacrifice, but he didn't really die because she didn't really truthfully do the sacrifice was supposed to be done. And he comes out and he's just like, I am alive. Time to come home to where the heart is. This is long-term needs could appear. Have courage to claim them. This is like you are coming into opportunity. This is satisfaction. Satisfaction, my Leos. Leos love it when it's satisfaction. This is claiming what's, that satisfies that soul need. This is getting ready. This is homecoming. Homecoming. So this is where the Jupiter and Pluto in your 6th occurs on the 12th. This is about change, lifetime, work, well-being, little things that are coming in, opportunities, changes, small stuff. All of this is coming in. Time to roar. Yes, you're coming out and you're doing that big roar. If you've ever seen a lion do a big roar or hear a lion's roar, it just shakes you. It shakes you. If you've never heard a lion truly roar, it gives you, and there's something about it. It's just like, whoa, because you could feel that vibration of their voice penetrating right through you. It's totally incredible. It really is. When I lived in Penticton years ago, there was a game farm, and the game farm had lions on it, right? And at certain times, sometimes when we went through the game farm, we could hear it. But at certain times, depending on how the wind blew, because they're up on the hill, you could hear the lions roar. It was just incredible, because you could hear it in the distance, and you hear this energy of this lion roaring, and you're just like, what? My God. And it would just like penetrate all the way through you. So this energy of this transformation and changes are coming in with with the Leos and bringing this in. And this is where you're going to be linking in with this super moon. And it's in your ruling 4th. So this is a new moon sextiling with the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. Man, this is sweet serenity. And with it comes sanctuary. Taking the faith, taking time from out of the world, coming in, and this is what you truly want. This is your soul sense. This is your security. This is a place, a group of people where you belong. You're coming into it. This is a time to begin with putting the foundations and routines into the habits that support you, and coming in with it. And you're coming in with this ease and slowness and grace that comes in. So the patience come in. Because you're just like, it's like this confidence that's coming in. It's this life purpose that is coming in this week. And you are feeling that energy. And you're saying, yeah. And there's something about when Scorpios, my father was a Leo, something about when Leos sort of come in and they're kind of quiet. And they come in, they have their roar. But then they come in with their sleekness. And they kind of come in and then they sit. And you're just like, whoa, there's something going on. There's something going on, because that Leo energy just comes in. They don't even have to say anything. They just come in, and that energy just vibrates out of them. And you're just like, ooh, ooh. So there's this patience, the slowness of clearing your mind, of saying, this is what we're going to set forth to do. This is what we're going to set forth and do. We're coming into my sanctuary. We're coming into where I need to be. I'm coming into my cauldron of my knowingness and allowing for this energy. See, the 4th house is coming in, where it's coming into my home and my roots and my being. And this is what we're going to do. And this is how we're going to set these roots down. And this is how we're going to create this abundance that we want. This is how I'm going to be going. And this is where I want to go. And this is my homeland, and this is where I'm going. Homeland comes in. Homeland could be wherever. It could be around the corner. It could be up the street. It could be anywhere. But this is coming in, and you're saying, no, this is the movement. This is the flow that's coming in. And it's going to be work. It's going to be work. 3 of Pentacles is coming in. It's like doing the work that you know that you need to do. You're going to be recognized for the work. And you're going to say, this is what I need to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm setting this forth. You're going to get, there might be tiredness that comes in, but it's like, you know what? But it's what I need to do for me. It's what I need to do to create the abundance and that of which I solely want. And bring that in. So there's this coming out where you roar and then you say, all right. You heard me? Now we're getting shit done, baby. It feels very regal because I got a queen coming in. Very regal and coming in with that energies. Very cool. And with the sextile over to that super moon, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. That super moon and that moon activation with the Scorpio. Scorpios and Leos, they get along. They can have a really crazy dynamics, the Scorpios and Leos. So they really, I mean, with their energy, I mean, one is fire, one is water. But, you know, with that super moon in Scorpio, it just brings in a real neat activation in for them in order for them to bring in the flow that they want and allow for the flow, because both of them are fixed too. So I think there's an understanding too, because, you know, Scorpios have their boundaries. So do Leos, but Leos put their boundaries around their fire. This is my fire. This is how big I want it. Don't put another log on my fire if I don't want to fucking put the log on the fire. So don't ignite my fire any more than I want to ignite it. And that's why I think we're with the water coming in saying, okay, we can tone this down if you want to. We can bring in the balance. We can bring in that calmness. So I think that's what that super moon is doing for you, is bringing in that calmness and transformation for you so that you get the clarity that you want for where you want to go in the directions that you want to go forth in. So, and that conjunction and with Mars going forward, it's a good thing. It is. It is a good thing. We will see, and I'll just let you know, we're going to see some crazy energies that are going to activate. We're going to see some things that are going to be activating within and around us, right? So we're going to see that. But if we as individuals are staying focused and true to what it is that we're doing, that's not going to falter us. That's not going to take us off of our off our bridge, right? It's kind of like we're on a swinging bridge and we're walking. But if you continue to walk to see, I'm going to the other side, I'm not going to let this stop me from going to where I would need to go, if that makes sense. All other water signs are too emotional. Scorpios talk its walk without the drowning water. Yes, they're very true. Because we're lava. We're not water. We're lava. That's what I always say. Scorpios are lava. You know? So this is our final sign, is our lovely little Virgos. Bringing in that energy, my little Virgos. You know, and as I said, you know, Virgos are a sign that I don't always feel earthy with. I feel like they're very airy at times. And Virgos come in and they bring in a sense of duty, So there's this self-expression that's coming in with them, especially when it comes to love and anything that is passionate. And say it, mean it, watch it, and attract it. This is what's Virgos are coming into. And this is a fabulizing the transformation and feel the desires coming through. And with this, there's a polarity. So figures, there's a polarity because you are mutable. Bringing in, you know, that balance. You know, the third and final time with Jupiter is the fabulizing in your fifth. So this is your fifth house is all about you. It's all about this activation coming forth into this transformation, coming into this balance, coming into this perception of what it is that you really solely desire and bringing that forth. And this occurs in the same week, Mars going forward, but this is pursuing your desires, bringing it in. You know, Virgos have a little sexy, naughty side. So bringing in that sexy, naughty side that you have, my little Virgos, you kind of hide it. You kind of look like prudes sometimes. But we know underneath all of that, you got this little sexy, naughty side coming in. So feel the heat, feel alive, and dare to say it. Take a walk on the wild side. Get a little bit edgy. Bring that little edginess in. You know, when you dare to go there, Virgos, you're just like that power comes in, because that virtuous one, just like, you just sizzle. It's like that librarian that comes in and says, whoa, what, you're the librarian? And with that moon, that sextiling Jupiter and Pluto meeting in this orb, this is your ideas, meetings, works, business, all of this coming together. Just use that little bit of edgy side and bring it in, and it'll allow you to bring in what it is. And don't take no for an answer, because there's a transformation that's coming in for you. You know, that Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is bringing that transformation in and allowing for you to bring in that balance, that polarity that you need. And as you do that, that means that you're not going to take no for an answer. Somebody says something, you're going to be like, no, I am going to do that. I am going in that direction. I am taking this out. I am doing this, because Aries is coming in, and that's fire. That Aries, Mars is there. Mars is coming in, crusading, spontaneous. Here I go. Let's get going. I'm moving. I'm doing. I'm shaking, and I'm going to show my edgy side. That means you might just put a little bit of purple in your hair. Maybe you're going to put a little bit of darker red lipstick. Maybe you're going to put black on your fingernails. This is coming in, bringing that edgy side, bringing in that edgy. Maybe you're going to change a little bit of a naughty underwear on, but you're going to allow for this to come in and allow for the transformations to come in, because here comes the Lord. That energy, that hermetic energy, that energy of coming in. It is this beautiful transformation and changes that are going on for you, allowing for you to connect with the earth, connect with the beat, connect with that of what you know is true. Come into the beat of the earth. Boom, 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 boom. That really gets your root chakra going. God help us if we're getting that Virgo root chakra going, because things are going to go boopity boop, boppity bop, bringing in that transformation and changes. And I'm just going to bring in, because that Lord, my lovely Lord, what he has to say here. Bringing in the authority, the influence, trustworthy people. This is where leaving the lady, the fool, encounters his consort, the Lord, the masculine power, coming into that masculine power. This is you knowing what it is that you want and summoning in Hermes, summoning in that of Bel and Chrome. This is bringing in that energy. This is coming into your creation and into your womb. That boom, 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 boom coming in, bringing that forth. And the Lord smiles and with his kind eyes, and bringing that forth and bringing that balance. He's got cute little birds on either side. All of the animals are looking at him for guidance, wanting to bring in that guidance, all in trust, and bringing that trust forward. Allow for that trust in you to come forward, because that's what the Lord is doing. He's bringing in that greatness. If the lady is the great mother, the Lord is the great father. And this is the card that reflects that beautiful wisdom of the fatherhood. So speaking of the power, allowing for that power to come in for you, to bring in that transformation. This is a lot of male energy that's coming in for Virgos. When it comes to the death is a very masculine transformation as we die. And then the transformation is very, very feminine coming into that. And the Aries is like, here I am, look at me, I am doing this, coming into that crusading, impulsing, that dynamo type of energy. And with the Lord saying, yes, we are going to exalt to where we need to do it. And we're going to allow ourselves to be a little bit, and edgy keeps coming in. So allowing ourselves to come into that edgy side. Yeah. Ooh, sizzle. So we're ending this on a sizzle. A sizzle. Nice. Like to do the sizzle. So this week, be true to yourself. Ground yourself. Honor yourself with all that is going on. This is another week that is bringing us into our trueness of our oneness of who we are, and honoring ourselves through this. And with a lot of, with Mars going forward and Jupiter, Pluto conjuncting, and then the supermoon and the sextile to the supermoon to the Mafia brothers, it's it's going to be, but when planets have sex, it's a good thing. You know that they're kind of happy doing what they're doing. So giving a wink wink and a nudge nudge, but I still feel like the energies are going to be at about 9 this week. So honoring yourself through it all. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. I'm having a full moon. I'm having a 11/11 meditation, November 11th at 11 a.m. on Zoom. It's $25. I'll be posting it just now. Have a blessed one, everyone, and we will talk to you soon. Blessed be. Bye-bye.